Once again, we have arrived at the midway point. In point of fact, we are almost at the halfway point of the year, which is a great development given that, as you may recall, these markets are positioned for a large increase before the year comes to a close and Bitcoin reaches its conclusion. People, you have not yet noticed anything, and you have written it down on a post-it note and stuck it to the old refrigerator. In any case, what are they doing a good job of? These days, we like to refer to it as the rock that is really old. As they prepare to illuminate these marketplaces, they are lulling you into a state of sleepfulness, which is exactly what they are in the process of doing. This makes me so happy. I have a complete comprehension of the path that we follow as well as the path that XRP is taking. The value of Bitcoin is increasing. Cardano, Solana, and everything else about it makes me aware of where this is all going, and because I am loading up and increasing the strength of the old train, I will profit from every single cryptocurrency that is currently available. You are finished with it. All of you have a wonderful morning. Considering the fact that we should absolutely prepare our crypto bags, all things considered, it seems to be a wonderful day because to Bitcoin, the price has dropped by 2%, and it is currently at $623,144. Subsequently, Ethereum had a decline of 3.72%, culminating in a closing price of $3,162 USDT and USDC, both of which experienced an increase of $0.19. Meanwhile, XRP is, well, a mean lean 50. When we were in the same price range 5, 6, or 7 years ago, we were. The entire cryptocurrency market, which is currently valued $323 billion, has experienced a decline of 2.32%, which is very disheartening to say the least. What actions are we going to do next? In this regard, I am not certain. I am able to share with you how I feel and what I predicted because you are aware that nothing in this situation is absolutely guaranteed. You are aware that your forecasts are always either accurate or inaccurate according to your own standards. This condition is a 50-50 split. Even if that is not the case, I believe the bottoms are appealing. It is really close to being available. It is also possible that there will be a negligible decline of $62,620,000, which is not a substantial amount. Despite the fact that it is virtually nothing, these costs will be in 3, 4, and 5 months, and you will either be begging or you will not be begging. You won't be begging. You won't be begging. That much I'm not saying. You will realize that you should have made an investment. Due to the fact that the value of Bitcoin will explode, the value of all of your other investments will also considerably increase. All of your coins will be worth 100, 150, or 200 times more than they were before, and your other favorite markets will seem drastically different. But now is the moment to make a purchase. Getting financial advice is something that a lot of people instinctively dread. Our mental processes are triggered in a way that causes us to think, holy crap, when we make purchases while the market is in the red. I am required to enter, I am required to enter, you are required to enter, and then the object will return. Then I. As a result, your funds are gone. Whenever these assets see a loss in value, buyers despise them. In the event that you make a purchase of an NFT at the very last minute tomorrow and do so by the 30th of April, you will be able to get your payment on the 1 of May. The 1st of June is the date on which you will receive your compensation if you have never purchased an NFT. The photograph is going to be taken the next day. Additionally, you will be given additional pay, as this is the manner in which we conduct our business and the manner in which all cryptocurrency communities need to be. At the same time that they establish the largest website, this provides value. There is currently a game studio that is in the process of being developed, and on Saturday we provided a sneak peek at the auction. In addition to that, we are working on a betting system. The Bitcoin Exchange Traded Fund ETF is currently experiencing a brief standstill. This does not mark the beginning of anything negative. According to trend, it will take Bernstein Investment PL platforms some time to attain the requisite compliance. This is something that will take some time. There is already a framework in place for the marketing of Bitcoin Exchange Traded Funds ETFs. An Exchange Traded Fund ETF for Bitcoin is suggested by the statement. The current decline is not the beginning of a negative trend, rather, it is merely a short lull. The prediction that Bitcoin will reach a high of $150,000 by the year 2025 is still being made by brokers. Despite the fact that we have been preaching about Bitcoin topping $100,000 this year, it is possible that this forecast may also come true this year. There is still a lot of momentum behind the Bitcoin mining cycle. That the drop in exchange-traded funds for Bitcoin is simply a temporary halt is the point that is made in this article. As a result of the greater integration of Bitcoin's exchange-traded funds, also known as ETFs, with private bank platforms, wealth division, malware, and other brokerage platforms, the broker has seen that the drop in the world's largest cryptocurrency has occurred. Despite this, there is no indication that this reduction is indicative of a potentially harmful trend. The range that I have been talking is one that is constrained in terms of price and follows the halving, and there is no noticeable impetus on either side of the spectrum. Over the course of several weeks, we have been debating this matter, and our range has been anywhere from $60,000 to $74,000. Therefore, you shouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin's price surges and confirms that it is more than $74,000. We warned that we would remain in this area for several months before the ensuing boom happened. As far as people are concerned, there is no going back. These are really just explosions. Are you a veteran of CH who predicted that Bitcoin will collapse in value in 2018? There is a possibility that the Bitcoin boom is about to come to an end after all. In point of fact, he goes on to say that this is the conclusion that is anticipated the most out of all the predictions. Those who are knowledgeable with charts believe that the recent high of $73,000 marks the conclusion of the bull market for Bitcoin. According to Peter B., an amount of $73 or $74 could have been the greatest among all of them. Despite the fact that he doesn't give a damn about what he says, this individual is the biggest clown in the crypto game. In his assertion, he claims that if I were a betting man, I would find him to be incorrect. My willingness to place a wager is based on this. In the event that it is absolutely certain that this bull market and bull cycle will not come to an end, I am willing to wager all of Peter's XRP holdings on this matter. Kindly send it my way if you are able to establish a connection with Peter. Remember that the International Monetary Fund exists. Ross Licko is grateful to Ripples for his vast knowledge, sound guidance, and helpful assistance. Sharing this fills me with a tremendous deal of delight. Currently, Chris Larson, who was one of the co-founders of Ripple and was in charge of both of the organization's branches, is working at GIS, which is a bank that handles international settlements. Pay attention, and please be aware that we collaborate closely with the private sector of the industry. Additionally, in order to assist us in our work on fintech, we established a high-level advisory committee consisting of industry professionals from both the public and private sectors in the previous year. It gives me great pleasure to report that Chris Larson, one of the co-founders of Ripple, and Sendam, who is employed by Singapore's Monetary Authority, are both members of that group. All of your hard work and guidance is greatly appreciated. Now they are able to recall the video in which Brad took control of the situation and responded to the inquiry regarding them. While they were talking about the International Monetary Fund (IMF) and the potential of owning a cryptocurrency, Ross laughed out loud. Do you remember all of the images and meanings that we have seen of Brad with the International Monetary Fund? Ensure that you do not neglect the papers that are cited in BIS at STE. These papers explain the operations of Ripple's company as well as the performance of the XRP token. Now that the stablecoin is functioning, the old head, Christine Lagarde, Ross Lau, who is currently sitting at the euro, makes an appearance at the central bank on Christine's behalf. There is a deep connection between individuals. It is hardly a secret, according to crypto, that XRP and Gray are involved. A significant deal of damage has been done to dominance. After the pump in July, there has been an almost 70% decline in dominance. In the event that a final shakeout falls into the yellow box, what does it mean? This is the moment when I will begin my dollar selling average strategy. I have a high level of confidence that this is just the beginning of XRP's supremacy, and the FIT 702 has the potential to be exceptionally explosive. This may be seen directly above the blue box.